want to touch on a couple things that I've known for years. In the Air Force, there were discussions on the dangers of these chemicals because we'd have to haul them on board the aircraft sometimes, and there's certain criteria of safety you got to have, and making sure you don't have two different chemicals that are dangerous to each other. I experienced a thing that really damaged my lungs, and it was stupid of me. I knew it. I used Clorox and another substance to clean the toilet years ago. I was just so aggravated because I wanted it clean. I had a woman stay, and she just didn't keep the place clean, her area clean. And if it hadn't been for a nurse there dragging me out of there, I probably would have died. I actually made mustard gas out of the toxic chemicals to begin with. Chlorine. They add it to our water, but it's bad for the brain. It is bad for the brain. We drink it to begin with, and we swim in it. Now, I've studied it before. I wish I had it right here where I could pull it up and show it to you, but I've lost those files because of a computer blow up on me. Just OD'd in the middle of doing a video. But chlorine, I used to have to add it. I was a assistant chief of police, and my shift was at night. And it was a small city, little bitty town. And it was my responsibility to make sure the water pump was keep the tank full, big old tall tank, and we had to check the chlorine levels and all. I had to put on a suit, a breathing mask, gloves, not let it touch me, and here I am adding it, measured to the city water. And it's always bugged me. Now, they claim it helps tooth decay and such like that. Chlorine will do that. But if you get too much chlorine, it depends on your body, your internal chemicals that's already there. Our body has got every chemical in it that God made us with everything. But if you get too much, some people get too much chlorine, it will actually cause their teeth to rot, and that's what happened to me. But I grew up not drinking chlorine, and it was only through using toothpaste that had fluoride, where I'm gonna get on that. Fluoride, there's chemicals in underarm deodorants that you use, and I have skin conditions, and now they say it's because of sunburns. Yeah, okay, I worked farm work when I was a kid, and I got burnt sometimes, but I believe it goes farther than that, because when you bathe, the chlorine in the water, they say, the video I saw is the guy had a glass of water, just tap water, and he poured something in there, some kind of dye, and it turned the chlorine turned it to a yellowish color. Well, he took that glass and he put it in his mouth and spit it back in the glass. He put a drop in there again. He went to a different glass to do this, and it showed that it didn't have as much chlorine in it. So the formula and everything is this, that when you take a bath, or most people a certain length of time, it's equivalent to drinking 6 glasses of water with chlorine in it. You got Colgate, it's got fluoride in it. These are highly fluoride is one of the most toxic substances known to man, yet based on its inclusion in virtually every brand of toothpaste. Get you some baking soda and put it in your bathroom and brush with baking soda, and you're safe. It's baking soda is like an alkali. Lungs, chlorine is bad for the lungs. Inhalation of it, and it's a liquid gas. but it increases the heartbeat, rapid breathing, and death. Where are most people exposed? Swim pool. Consider that. When used to maintain a swim pool, chlorine is a poison that's diluted just enough so that it can still kill pool scum without being strong enough to kill human. Common sense dictates that can't be a totally harmless situation. The research backs it up. Chlorine is your body absorbs this stuff. You got patches out there now for nicotine, for people who want to quit smoking cigarettes, and nicotine patches. It absorbs. They got certain medicines that absorb through your skin. So doesn't that tell you that if those can be done, that these chemicals that we use for underarm deodorant, and my sister did a study on baby powder. I want to get up with her to get her articles that she's put together, and because she was one of them when she was a kid. Hear me, and she heard everybody saying he's crazy, blah blah, and she believed them. Well, about 2 years ago, she says, "I'm finding out you're not so dang crazy, bad habit." A lot of people don't understand some of these chemicals that we get, and I'll do a better study on it later, but you got byproducts. I thought I had that page up. Byproducts of aluminum there's certain things that come out of it. Fluorides are more toxic than lead and slightly less poisonous as arsenic. Did you know the rice you get from China, white rice, 2 to 3 years ago, our government changed the law for the rice coming from China that they didn't have to. They have to wash it to get the arsenic out of rice. Rice has arsenic in it, and you should soak your rice just like you would beans. Wash them. Every year, poison control centers receive thousands of calls from people that reporting excessive consumption of fluoride-containing products such as vitamins, toothpaste, mouthwash, etc. Wish I knew what that was, huh? Fluoride poisoning severely damages the body and can be fatal. The lethal chemicals create a toxic state that can cause a variety of harmful effects. Now we're talking about fluoride. Practically all beverages sold in stores use tap water. Chlorine, fluoride, both. Got two chemicals coming in at one time. The customers who drink those beverages ingest a fair amount of added chloride. If you're going to drink a soda, drink a clear soda. A colored soda is worse on you than a clear one. I'm not saying the clear ones are safe either. When the availability of such beverages is combined with the amount of fluoridated tap water, one can appreciate the high level of fluoride in the present day diet. And even when you're buying this water from Walmart or wherever, it is not coming from a dang spring like they say. They're lying. Ingestion of these simple everyday foods can introduce an increased amount of fluoride into the body. Reconstituted dry food, food cooked in a Teflon pan, soup made at home and in restaurants, mechanically deboned chicken, anesthetics used to knock you out for surgery also contain fluorides, and also injections for flu, pneumonia. They have a spot of mercury in there. Mercury is a fluid metal, and it does not leave your body. It goes to your brain. All these metals end up in your brain. All right. Results of consuming fluoride: acute poisoning, birth defects, osteoporosis, I'm not able to pronounce it, bone and uterine cancer, prenatal death, immune system suppression, gastrointestinal disorders, essential enzyme inhibition, lowered IQ, ADHD, and all this crap, especially in young children. Skeletal fluorosis, leading to brittle teeth and bones. This is what I was talking about, getting too much of it in their system. And I think I pretty well covered what I wanted to cover. I may add more to this, or I may post it. I'm limited to about 15 minutes, and I don't do that good with my speaking for people. I mean, it's been so many years that I was a salesman and everything, was able to adapt to where I was going, that I just talk like these rednecks that I live around, and because I'm a redneck, I'm a ridge runner. I just good old southern boy. All right, well, I'm gonna tie this up.